Hopefully that turns out good. My favorite thing is the names of stores.
Oh, yeah?
Too cool for school. Just playing tourist.
Yeah.
So my name's Jonathan, and I'm from Seattle. Originally from San Diego, California. So if you look me up on Instagram, JoFoPhoto, there's quite a mix. I've been shooting for 3 years now. Fujifilm, this is my X100V. I also shoot on my X-T3. And then I just got into film this year, shooting on my Olympus Mu-1. I'm actually here for work. I'm a project manager at a medical device company, and we have a manufacturing facility out here in Pohang. So it's kind of fun. I get to travel a little bit, and whenever I do travel, I definitely take advantage of it and get as many photos as I can. Last time I was here in April, but I am in love with Seoul. Yeah, so I kind of shoot like a crazy person. So obviously I got my X100, and so I'll try to take a picture with this, and then I'll grab this guy, and then I'll like dangle this, take this picture, and then I'm also trying to take a lot more video. So I have my 15 Pro, so I'm testing out the log, and then I'll pop this guy open and I'll try to get some video. So a lot of times I feel like I'm embarrassing myself, but
I mean, I like going to Bangwon.
I don't mind that.
I live next to it.
Wait, focus. Oh, that's nice.
The funniest thing is when like I'm taking photos and then people are very polite and like they stay like out of my shot, but it's like, no, I want you to keep going.
Like, do you think that's like, because I've seen that used a lot like in Asia and South Korea.
Yeah.
Do you think that's like only in Asia, or is that like
No,
in the States as well?
no, even in the States, yeah. But I mean, no one's confronted me here, and I usually don't get that in the States, but people do give me weird looks, for sure. When we do visit here, we always schedule it for people to end work early, because they like what you're saying, they usually stay and like look around who's there. So when we're here, we're like, you guys work too hard, you guys need to go home early. Wow. Where are we?
So this is like just past Dongdaemun. I don't know like how old this market is, but it's just basically a huge flea market.
Oh, gotcha. I have never been over here.
How long have you had the X100V?
Just about a year now. I actually got super lucky. I snagged it refurbished directly from Fuji. Like, X100V's been sold out forever, and it was like $1,000, so it was even under retail. And when I got it, the shutter count was less than 400.
Yeah.
So like it basically was brand new. I couldn't even tell. So shooting like my basic setup right now. So Kodachrome 64 recipe from Fuji X Weekly is my like absolute go-to. Especially like on a sunny day like today, harsh light. That's exactly what I'd use. Pretty much for most of my shots. So I'm doing that right now. I have a Pro Mist filter on here, 1/4, which I like a lot, kind of softens it a little bit, especially because for the most part, I shoot straight out of camera JPEGs. I'm basically lazy, that's basically what I call it. I don't like to edit too much, and I'm impatient too, so if I can get it straight out of camera and not have to do mess with it, like that's the best. Some of my other go-tos is Reggie's Portra recipe is what I use for landscapes a lot. Shout out to Reggie. And then there's like a Ektar recipe that I use a lot for sunsets that I love. So those are my like 3 main ones that I do. And I'm trying to do a little bit more of black and white as well. So I've been testing out a Tri-X recipe for that too. generally I like shooting on the little warmer tones, and this one it's like it's just slightly warmer, but it's still kind of cool. I don't. That's a terrible explanation, but that's how I think of it.
So what are you putting in there, Jonathan?
You know, there's a lot of talk online about 400D, a lot of hate, and I'm pretty neutral, also because I've barely been shooting that long. But every time I've shot 400D, which is only twice now, but the results are so nice. I feel like a lot of the tones are actually pretty warm. Like you kind of get like a yellowish tone to it, which I personally like a lot. So we'll see how it goes. And then obviously like Cinestill has that
The halation?
the halation, yeah, the red halation. And I actually get a lot of like light leaks whenever I shoot 400D for some reason. And the light leaks, the halation's like super nice. So I actually get really happy when that happens. I think it looks pretty cool. Do you see what I see?
돈 이거 찍으면 돈 줘야 돼. 아저씨 텔레비 많이 나와.
우리가 돈이 없으니까 그냥
공짜로?
네.
서비스 오케이.
서비스 감사합니다.
선전 많이 해줘.
네, 네. 우리가 사장님 유명.
유명.
네.
청계천 남바와.
네, 네.
Do you want to be my friend?
Like 2 years ago, everyone seemed to jump from Instagram to Twitter. That's when like photo Twitter really started popping off, and I met like so many people on there, and I still chat with them now, but not on Twitter, rip. But I've been on Threads since literally like the first hour it launched, and it had a lot of excitement at first, then it kind of died off. Now it's really kind of like holding its own, and I'd say Threads right now is the place to be, mostly because it feels like how Twitter used to be, where it's pretty fair platform where people like stuff. It's so easy to reshare it, and that's kind of like the norm. So I've met like so many people just through Threads now already. But yeah, my general philosophy is I'm very like active. So even on Instagram, if I see something I like I'll comment, I'll share it. I really like to like share like new people, but I also really like to like talk to people and get to know them. And I feel like that's been what makes like photography the best, is when you're actually engaging with people who have similar interests as you, and you can also learn a lot too. The main problem I have with this guy, oh wait, I'll show you. So you turn it on and the flash is set to auto, which means if it's any little bit of dark, it's gonna flash.
I know that, but the same problem.
Yeah, so I always have to do this, and I forget a lot.
The station number is 128. The doors are on your left.
I like his jacket.
Transfer to the line number 4. Please watch your step.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
it's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you, and
Yeah.
we'll do this again.
Put all your stuff below. Okay, so just quickly your handles on social media. So.
Yep. All my handles are Jofo Photo. So.
Where does that come from, by the way?
So it's my nickname. So my name's Jonathan Foster. So if you take the first 2 letters of my first name and my last name, I get Jofo. So, yeah.
Thanks so much, dude.